Welcome to the step-by-step tutorial for beginners to master Google Ads in just 25 minutes. In this tutorial, I will first walk you through the basics and then we will set up a live Google Search Ads campaign from start to finish. I will show you every step you need to take so you can build a campaign that starts delivering results right away. 5 years ago, when I started to learn Google Ads, I struggled to find a single reliable Google Ads tutorial where I could learn the best way to create a campaign. And that's why I specially designed it for beginners. But I have also shared my top 5 tips for you so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. So let's start by finding the right campaign type for you. A lot of people are wasting thousands of dollars in Google Ads on wrong campaign types which are not valuable for their business. So we will dive into the campaign types into Google to see which one we should avoid and which one are best for us. These are the types of ad campaigns currently available on Google. So let's explore each of them one by one. So if we search for a product or service on Google like this, you get these sponsored mentioned listings here, and we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we have some organic results, and after all of these organic results we have these ads. So these ads, as they appear on Google search and they are text ads, are called Google search ads. So to run these kind of ads, we have to build search campaigns. Sometimes we search for a specific e-commerce product like this one, and we see these sponsored listings at the top. These are called Google shopping ads. To show these kind of ads for your e-commerce business, you need to run Google shopping campaigns. Now let's go and check our internet speed. So where to go? So once we land on a website, we see these kind of image ads on the left, on top of it, and then I have some ads on the right. These ads are called Google display ads. So to run that, you need to run Google display campaigns. So let's go and see Mr. Beast's new video. So the first thing you see at the start of the video is a video ad, and you can run these kind of ads with video campaigns, or in other words, YouTube ads. These 4 were the fundamental campaign types in Google. Then we have other 3: Performance Max, App, and Demand Gen. These 3 offer a mixture of all of these platforms. Like in Performance Max, we cover everything. This is a all-in-one cross-channel campaign. For app campaigns, you go with app ads, which runs on search, display, YouTube, Gmail. And then we have Demand Gen, which is specifically built to target new audiences, and that targets YouTube, Discover, and Gmail. So here comes the $1,000,000 question. Which campaign type is best for you? I can divide it into 3 parts. First, for e-commerce, the #1 priority is shopping campaigns. And if you have a lot of money to spend, then you can also go with search campaigns at #2. And #3, you can go with Performance Max campaigns, because Performance Max also do a lot of retargeting, so that would be helpful for your business. For service businesses, the only reliable campaign type is search campaigns. A lot of people emphasize on Performance Max, but quality is not guaranteed there. So I don't recommend that. The third place, if you have an app and you want to advertise that, the only option that Google gives you is the app campaigns, and you can run that. So before we create our Google ad account, let's find out how Google rank our ads on first, second, third, and the end place. As you know, Google is an auction, and unlike the auctions around us where the guy who bids higher wins the auction, here's it's a little different. Yes, bid is also a part of that, but the quality of your ads and landing pages also matter. Now, to make it simple, Google has a factor called ad rank that determines if your ad is going to rank at first or any other place. And this ad rank depends on your bid and quality score. Now, this quality score is determined by the quality and relevance of your ads and landing pages, which we are surely going to discuss later on. So let's create a new Google Ads account, and we will go to ads.google.com first. You will land at this page, and here you can click on Start Now. The first thing you are going to do is to avoid this one. You can click anywhere on the page and then put your business name here. After that, mention your website, or you can have your phone number here, and click Next. Click on Next. Skip this one. You can do it later on. So here, if you can scroll a little bit, you see set up an account only. So you will click on that because we don't want to create a campaign here. So match the details, country, time zone, currency, everything should be perfect about you, and click continue. So they would ask you to create your payment profile. So click on that, and here you can go for, if you are a business, you can go for organization, otherwise individual. Click on create. And then you can scroll down and click no. The next thing that you are going to do is to add a payment method. That is the final step. So click on that, use any of these payment method, complete that process, then you can save that. Now all the process is complete, you just have to click submit and that's it. So we'll end up here after creating the account. We have to make sure that Google does not auto apply any suggestion here, so later on it kills our campaign results. So we need to do one thing here. So go to admin, and here you can see auto apply, click on it, go to auto apply settings. So these are 22 settings that Google can auto apply at any time, includes keywords, bids, budgets, everything. So you would deselect this, and click save. And now Google is not going to apply anything without asking you. So before we start setting up our campaign, there is a fundamental concept that we need to understand. Now, Google send traffic to our website or the landing page. How Google is going to know that which one of them have purchased something or they have filled up the form? And that's very important for Google to know that which user they send to your site has actually submitted the form, so they can build that audience, right? So the more data they are going to have about your customer, the better your results are going to be in the future. So that is why the concept of conversion tracking comes into place. So before setting up a campaign, you need to have your conversion tracking set up so you can count your conversions from your ads, and also you can feed that data to Google. So how to do that? It's very simple. Simply go to goals and then you see summary, click on it. So here you can create conversion events. Right, so how many events you need to create here? For e-commerce, you only need purchases. For service businesses, you need to count your form fills, and you also need to count your calls if you have a phone number on your site. So is it difficult to do? Not at all. I have a complete guide which is in the description below, so you need to watch that and do it step by step, and then you can come back here and we will create a campaign. So when you step up in this game of Google Ads, the first most important thing is account structure. How do you structure your account? How many campaigns? Inside those campaigns, how many ad groups do you need? So we are going to cover that here. Let's go to an example. So the first question, how many campaigns do you need in your account? Do you need only one or do you need more? Now think about that. At campaign level, we have settings like budget, locations, and bidding strategy. So if you want to use these different settings, then you need different campaigns. For example, if you have $1,000 budget and you have 2 or 3 products or services, like they have residential and commercial cleaning, they want to spend these $1,000 on both of these, and they want to target a single location like United States. You only need one campaign. Now, if they say that we want to spend $800 on residential cleaning and we want to spend $200 on commercial cleaning, then you need 2 different campaigns, because budget is set up at campaign level, right? In other case, if they say that we want to target New York with residential cleaning and we want to target New Jersey separately with commercial cleaning, now 2 different services, 2 different target locations. So that's why they need 2 different campaigns. Mostly the cases that we see here, they have different services or different products and they want to target same location. So what you can do, you can build one campaign, and inside you can build different ad groups, depends on how many services or products are. So for example, here for residential cleaning, I can build one ad group, so I can give the specific ad. And for commercial cleaning, I can build another ad group, so I can give very specific ad to commercial cleaning. Ad group is basically a set of keywords, and then we have ads attached to that ad group, so you can specify those ads with those keywords, so it is relevant. Now after setting up a conversion tracking, let's build a campaign. So the example that I have is a cleaning businesses who want to advertise on residential and commercial cleaning in United States. So let's do that, and you need to follow that step by step. Just you need to change your services and click on new campaign here. The first thing, you are going to give an objective. If you want sales, click on sales. If you want leads, click on leads, and you can also click on create a campaign without guidance. That's okay. So I will click on that. And then here, so we have talked about it, which is the best campaign for you. So for us, the best campaign would be search. So I would click on it. And then I have these conversion goals, which you have set up in the last step, because we want phone calls and we want lead forms. So I would select them and click continue here. Then you can ignore this option, click continue again. Then you can assign a name. So I would assign it and click continue. So here's the thing called bidding strategy. What you need to do here, you don't need to overthink that. Since you are starting it out, so you don't have conversion. So you can not tell Google like, give me more conversions like I have once before. So you need to have some before, so you can tell Google that, and that is the best practice. So you would click on clicks here, and here you have an option to add a maximum cost per click. Like you can tell Google, I don't want to pay more than $10, $12, whatever. But I personally don't recommend you to do that at the start. If you see you get some high cost per clicks, then you can come back here and do that. But for now, just go with the maximized clicks as you are a beginner, right? And then ignore this option, click on next. Networks. For those who are e-commerce businesses, you can go with this setting. You can go with search partner networks. For those who are lead generation businesses like we are, you can unselect that because it gives you a lot of junky leads that show up on YouTube and all the other platforms. So you don't need to do that. And the second option is the display network, which have a separate campaign. So if you want display, you can build a separate campaign. So we are not going to do that. Unselect those options, and then we go to our location targeting. So for me, I am going after United States. So you will come here, put the location that you want to target. You can also do it by radius. So let's select our country here, click include, and then click save. So now you don't have to scroll past like that. So look at this option. By default, what Google has selected here, that you can also get traffic from outside your target locations, like the users who are interested in your target locations, no matter if they are inside or outside. So we need to close that because we notice a lot of junky traffic by this. So I would click on presence, and you have to do the same. So for language, I would skip that. And then we have audience segments. Do we need to target specific audience segments like age groups, gender, etc.? No, you don't need to. Only if you have a specific age group that you target, only do that. Otherwise, I don't recommend you to do that because we are targeting by keywords, right? So the person who searches this keyword is going to see our ads. So what you need to do here, you need to keep it observation like it is, and you need to select all of them. What it's going to do, it will start recording data. It will not target all of these audiences. It will just record the data, and then after 1 month, 2 months, we are going to see which audience did better. So maybe if at that moment we want to refine, we can do that. So right now, no need to do that. Just select all of them and keep observation like it is. Click on more settings. Ad rotation, keep it the way it is. Start and end date, you can put that. And then we have ad schedule, which is very important. For ad schedule, what is the recommendation? For e-commerce, you can go with all of that, like 24/7. And for service businesses, it's crucial because a lot of time you get form fills and you reply after 2 days because it's a weekend. Only give the schedule where you can answer the phone calls and the form fills. And for most businesses, it's Monday to Fridays, and you can also set up your time 9 to 5 or so, whatever worked best for you here. So I would select that, and then I would click more settings. Nothing more to do here. So click on next. So ignore that, and then click on next again. So here Google is asking us to give them our URL details so they can give us some keywords and assets. We don't want that. It's not that efficient though. So we will do it ourselves, skip. And then now we have to do our keyword research. So for keyword research, you need to open a new tab, as I have opened here. And then here you need to go to the tools, click on it. And here in the planning section, click on keyword planner, and you are in keyword planner right now. So click on discover new keywords. Now here you have two options. You can either give your website, or you can give a term that is related to your business. I don't recommend doing for website, so we would do it for a term. Now we have two services. You may have different services or different products. So do the keyword research one by one. First, we are going to do our keyword research for residential cleaning, and then we will do for commercial cleaning, and you would do the same. So I would put my service here, residential cleaning, or you can put some 2 to 3 keywords here if you have. And then I would select the country that I am targeting, and then click save. Click on get results. First, I can remove this so I can see that more clear. Now, this is the last 12 months of data. If you want to change that, you want to make 2 years, you can do that. That's more efficient to do. So here you are going to pick up some keywords. You need to hand pick all of these keywords. First of all, you are going to click here so you can see all by their search volume, and that's important. The other thing that you are going to do, you would click here, you would exclude all the competitors, all the brands here. So unselect here, unselect all the other brands, and then you can close this one. You don't need to find 30 to 40 keywords. You just need 10 to 12 keywords, and that's enough. And you need to make sure that the keywords you select, they are very high intent. So you need to stop at one keyword, think about it, if it is the relevant one, and then select that, as we are going to do. So residential cleaners near me, very relevant. Then we have residential cleaning services near me, again relevant. Houses for cleaning, that's clearly not. They are not looking for service, they are looking for houses, so that's not. Residential cleaning services. And then so with a similar search volume and all the similar details, like you can see these, all of these keywords, you need to select only one of them, because Google is actually thinking about the same ones. So Google thinks that these are the same ones, so you need to pick only one of them, and Google will show you an ad to all of those terms. So we can enlarge it. And here I can pick apartment cleaning services. Again, the similar stats, so ignore that, pick only one. And then you can see residential cleaning. Now that is not a high intent keyword. Someone is searching residential cleaning, doesn't mean they want a service. So I would ignore this one. And then residential window cleaning, yeah. Again, they have very similar data, like you can see here. So just pick one of them. Residential cleaning near me, I would pick that. Then I would go on to pick apartment cleaning, apartment cleaners near me. Data is a little different here, so that's why I'm picking both of them. And then we have apartment move out cleaning, apartment clean outs, house window washes near me, deep apartment cleaning. And now we have our 10 to 12 keywords. And similarly, you need to focus and pick your keywords, copy here, and you can paste somewhere in your Google Sheet. So here I am in my Google Sheet. I can paste all of these keywords here, right? And the second thing I need to do is to find negative keywords as well, because a lot of time Google will show my ad to my competitor, so I don't want that. How to do that? Again, the process is very simple. Okay, click on close here and do a little reverse. Click on refine keywords. First we selected only non-brand keywords. Now we would only select brand keywords. So unselect this one and click on contractor. Select all of them, and then company, other brands, and then close. So you will select all of your competitors here. Quickly do that process, and then I would select. So after selecting that, copy these keywords and you can paste them in Google Sheet. Now you don't have to put them like this. You only need to pick one word, which is actually your competitor's name. So if there is something called keyword, like residential cleaning is a keyword, you would remove that. You would keep only scrub. And then similarly, you would put service master here and serve pro right here, handy. And then similarly, you are going to do this for all of that. And at the end, this will look like this. So you have your keywords ready, you have your negative keywords ready. And similarly, you are going to do your keyword research for your ad group number 2, which is commercial cleaning. Repeat the same process. So similarly, you are going to search commercial cleaning here, and then you will see all the keywords ideas. Repeat the same process, note them in your sheet, and then we move back to Google Ads. Now here we need to paste our keywords. So important question, which keyword match type do we need to run our keywords on? So you are a beginner, just use exact match keywords, right? Because phrase match and broad match you can do after running ads for some months, collecting some data. So to make them, I will copy them here and paste all of them in my ad group. Now you cannot create 2 ad groups simultaneously. First you have to create one, publish the campaign, and then you can create ad group number 2, and then we can paste all our commercial keywords in that. So right now click just one, and to make it exact match we need to follow that. As I say, we need to put some brackets around that. So I will do that manually. You can do that, or you can find a tool. So I will do this. So after putting the brackets around them, we have shifted them to exact match. So that's the best thing to do. The next thing we are going to do is to build ads, and which are very specific to these keywords. So we are quickly going to do that. Here you need to put your landing page or your website link, whatever you are using. I would recommend to have a high converting landing page. And then other thing you are going to do is to give a display path, just a single keyword you can put here. So I will put residential cleaning here, and then I will move forward. Now for service businesses, you would love to have a call extension on your ads. So when they see your ad on Google, they also see that call extension. They can click on it and directly call you. So I would recommend you to set up for service businesses. For e-commerce, it doesn't matter a lot. So click on it, and here you can click on the new call, and you can give the country and the phone number and click on save. And important thing here, you can also give the ad schedule, so only give the hours for which you can respond on their phone calls. So do all of that and then click on save. And here we move back to that lead forms. Even if you want leads, I don't recommend that. A lot of spam bot stuff, so just leave it alone. And then we have headlines. So there are 2 to 3 best practices that you need to do while making headlines. Number 1, you need to add your keywords in here so it can improve your quality score. So you remember that quality score from ad rank we mentioned in the start of the video? That's important. You would go here, pick some of your keywords, which are of course high volume, and then you can put it here. Make sure they fall in that 30 character category. So similarly, you are going to do for other headlines. And the second thing, you can mention your unique selling propositions here. For example, you can mention here like get free inspection. If you are e-commerce business, you can mention your discount here, get 10% off. So you can fill up these kind of headlines. Another thing which is especially for both of e-commerce and service businesses, if your product or service starts at a specific rate like $200, you can mention that here as well. So before clicking your ad, they see that, and if they don't want to pay that, they don't click and waste your money. So you can put something like starting from $200. And similarly, you can complete all of these headlines, and then we have description a little lengthy. So you can use the same practices here, mention your keywords, give your unique selling propositions here. If there is a discount, you can mention that, and then you can move on to images. So in images, Google can show your images or not, depends on the user's screen. So still you have to do that. In those images, you don't need to have an overlay text, so avoid that. Otherwise, you can add your images, you being at work or any product that you have, you can add that. And after that, your business name as it is, then logo, and then your site links. So these are the links that would show up with your ad. Clearly, they need to be very relevant links. For example, you can put the links of the pages of relevant products or the link of relevant services. For example, for residential cleaning, I can put any relevant service like carpet cleaning or something. So you would put it here, then give some sort of description for that, and then give the final URL. Similarly, you can put 3 to 4. If you don't have any idea what to do, you can also give your about us page, contact us page, your form filling page, your about us page, contact us page, and then you can click on create to finish. So after putting site links here, you go to your call outs. Now call outs are all the unique selling propositions that I mentioned. Like you can give book within 24 hours. You can give your discount like get 20% off. Similarly, I would do that. You would create new ones here, and you can give your unique selling propositions here like get 10% off or same day service. So all of these, and after that you can click save, and then we go to our structured snippets. Now here in the structured snippets, you can mention the neighborhoods, you can mention the types. So if I click on that, you can see all of these types that you can mention here. So for service businesses, you can go with service catalog, and also the neighborhoods that you are targeting. For any product that you are selling, you can go with models, and similarly for all of these. So I would go with service catalog. I can give the different relevant services again, like whatever I offer, I can give here. So you can add that, and then you can click on create. So for prices, promotions, I would not recommend you to do that. And then click on done, and then you would click on next. So here you need to set up your budget and how much you need to spend in Google. The more, the better, but if you want to spend less, make sure you spend the amount which is equal to 10 clicks per day. So just go to your keywords and then see what would be your average cost per click, like you see here, and then multiply with 10 and try to spend that. Otherwise, whatever the budget that you have, the starting budget at start, you don't need to spend thousands of dollars, so you can give that. So set up your custom budget and then whatever you want to spend here, and then click on next. The campaign is in review, and then you can publish that. Now after publishing this campaign, you can add some negative keywords here. So you need to go to your keyword section, click on it, go to negative keywords here, and then you need to go to your Google Sheet so you can copy all of them. Click on that plus sign, select the campaign from here, whichever we created, and then you can paste these keywords here and click save. Now if you want to build a new ad group, since we have commercial cleaning to do, so click on campaigns first, go to ad groups, and then select the campaign from here. So after selecting the campaign, you can see the ad groups here. So click on that plus sign so you can add another ad group to your campaign. Click on standard and then next. And then here again, you can paste your keywords and also set up your ads for the commercial cleaning. And then you will finish everything and your campaign is created. Now we have set up our campaign and we know how to optimize that. Here are my top 5 tips based on all my experience, all mistakes, every right or wrong thing I did at Google Ads. Don't trust Google. You are going to get a lot of recommendations inside Google Ads account. Do this, do that. You are going to have some Google representatives trying to contact you, have you in a meeting. Don't follow their advice blindly. They are not Google Ads experts. They are salespeople who would ask you to raise your budget, raise your target. So don't do that. So if someone tells you use this strategy that works in every case, use this hack, use that hack, don't do that. Don't chase these shiny strategies. You will end up losing a lot of money. As I said earlier, landing pages are very important. We already pay for ads when someone clicks, so they convert on landing pages, not on ads. So we have to make sure that our landing pages are high converting as possible. And I have a complete guide on that, which is in the description below. So go watch that after finishing this video. Your mindset should be testing, not sticking with one strategy and, stick it with for a lifetime. Test different things, test different landing pages, test different bidding strategies, test different match types. Then you will be able to find the best possible strategy for you. The most important advice I can give you is to be patient. Don't rush. Don't rush into Google Ads for anything. As I said, test it out, wait to get results, give it some time, and don't make too many changes at a single time. I hope you like this video. If you are still confused about Google Ads and you want me to help you, go to scalekit.com and schedule a free 30-minute consultation. Don't forget to subscribe our channel because we are going to add a lot of more valuable stuff to this channel. Thank you.